What is up, guys, and welcome back to our Hull City Career Mode, episode number 18. And today, first up, Bayern Leverkusen in the Champions League. But first up, obviously, deadline day was the last episode. We've done all our transfers. I was quite happy with how it went, to be fair. You know, we signed Rashford, which is just a great signing. And he actually scored a hat-trick last game. Now we've got Andre Gray. He's coming from Burnley. He's been very good as well. Entep, a pre-contract player, really good. Delph, he also came in for very cheap, 7 million for him. Great signing so far. And then as well, Costil and Koscielny, the two Frenchmen, doing very good. And then on deadline day, we actually signed Mbemba from Newcastle, the young centre-back, 23 years old, and he's 79 rated now. So, you know, we've got a pretty good team. We've got 77 and 78 in our full-backs with Robertson or Baggio. Then we've got an 85 and 79 in centre-backs with Koscielny and Mbemba. Costil's 82 in goal. Delph and Jake Livermore, 79 and 76. Obviously, Jake Livermore, he isn't the best he ain't highest of rated guys, but last season it was absolutely unbelievable for me. He was a great player, and you know I couldn't really replace him because he was that good. And to be fair, he's kept up this form. He's kept that form up this season as well. So you know he deserves his spot and he deserves his place in the side. But anyway, left wing and right wing was 80, and Entep who's 82, and then up front we've got Andre Gray, who's 77, and then Rashford, who is 78, I think getting on to 79. So we've got a pretty good team. The bench-wise as well, we've got a lot of squad depth going on there. But obviously, as you see, we are winning 1-0. It was a penalty. To be fair, it was a pen, you know. A lot of the pens you get sometimes in FIFA aren't really penalties, but in this case it was, and luckily we got it and scored it. Rashford, he got the goal, and we was unlucky not to score there as well. But yeah, we actually played Barcelona last episode in our first Champions League game, and we beat them 1-0 at the new, it was at the new camp, but I don't think FIFA have the rights for the new camp on this game, so it was at a different stadium. But the main thing was we got the 3 points. It was another penalty by Rashford, and we get another penalty again in the 70th minute. This time Dragovic actually got a red card, so he's sent off, and they will play with 10 men for the remainder of the match. But you know, to be fair, it was a bit quick of a replay of that, but I think it was a penalty as well. But Rashford actually missed this one, and Leno saved it. So, you know, it was still at 1-0, and I was hoping for a second goal, and luckily it actually came kind of late on in the game. As you see, we got the header in there. Marcus Rashford made up for his penalty miss, and obviously got in for the goal. But like I was saying, this is our second Champions League game so far in the group. We've got quite a hard group, to be fair. We've got Barca and Bayern Leverkusen. And then the kind of the easier team is Malmo. I think they're maybe from like Sweden or somewhere like that. I'm not quite sure. You know, that kind of Scandinavian country. But yeah, they're from there. So I mean, I expect to win them. But I mean, so far we've played the two hardest you know, teams in the group away, and we've beaten both times, so we're doing very well in the group so far. We also will have Malmo later on in the episode, but that will be in a sim game. But first up, before that, in our second game in the episode, we would have Liverpool away. Now, last episode we dropped our first points in the league. You know, since then we'd have won 4 games out of 4. We didn't actually concede a goal in 4 games, and then it came to Chelsea at home, and we conceded in the 90th minute, didn't we? So we could have had 5 wins out of 5, and I think it was something like in 5 games we'd scored about 8 goals or 7 goals, something like that, and not conceded any. But Willian got a very lucky goal. But this game, it was more Liverpool, to be fair. Throughout all the chances that obviously Liverpool created, and even us, you know, I thought they did deserve the win. Even though they didn't get it, luckily we did end 0-0. But you know, I felt, you know, with the chances that happened between the two sides, if anyone was going to win the game, it was going to be them. Don't get me wrong, we had our chances here and there. Look, we had a good one here, we had a corner here, but you know, Liverpool did obviously probably deserve more than us. But you know, we'll take the point at every day of the week if away at Anfield, and even if we aren't playing well, I think every team will if, you know, the other team's been a lot better. But like I said, you know, that was kind of the game. Liverpool dominated mostly. I was kind of on the back foot, but you know, we took the draw. That we don't really care. The thing is, we didn't concede a goal, which is good. It's just we didn't score. But you know, I'll probably take a clean sheet more than scoring a goal. Anyway, on to the next game, which was Southampton. Sim that 1-2-1, so a good win there. And then training. We had a lot of training, to be fair, guys. I don't know if it's because the players just start growing anymore because they kind of got to their max potential, but there hasn't been a lot of growth lately, so you probably won't see a lot of training sessions, especially in this whole City Career mode. But anyway, Champions League game against Malmo. thrashed them 4-0. Just an easy win, wasn't it? Just an easy win. We actually have them in our group game, in our Europa League for Sheffield United, which is good. But anyway, on to the biggest game of the episode. So, well, I think it was anyway. Against Man U at Old Trafford. Hoping to maybe snatch a few points or a point. I mean, I like going away to Liverpool. You'll take any points you'll get. Well, I was hoping for another point here, and even 3 if we could play well. And it didn't, and it kind of started off very well for us. As you see, Delph running with the ball here. Rashford plays it back to him, and Delph gets a goal for himself, doesn't he? So Rashford playing against his old team, he gets an assist there. It's a great goal, this. Delph is absolutely fantastic. That run there was brilliant. Talking about 3 players, played the ball to Rashford. Rashford, though, but that was a really good ball from him, and he found Delph free, and he obviously finishes it off. And you know, Delph's been actually totting up the goals a bit now. He's got his second goal, so you know he's getting there. And then Rashford should have scored here against his old team. Don't know how he didn't, but, you know, it was still 1-0. Man U this game, I'm not kidding you, they was awful. They were just so bad. I don't know what was up with them, but they just didn't show up, and I don't know why. And look, it got even worse for them. We went 2-0 up in the 38th minute. I mean, I don't know what was going on. Jake Livermore getting a really good goal there. Well done to him. And, you know, it kind of finished them off. I mean, they didn't actually play well in the first half. Well, up until this goal anyway. And they definitely didn't play any good after the goal. They were just rubbish. Second half, there wasn't a lot going on. You know, they just didn't show up. They want the Man U side. Well, when I say the Man U side recently, they haven't been that good after in the past 3 years. But, you know, they have really good players, obviously, on the team, and they just didn't really show up. So, you know, I'll take the 3 points every day of the week there, and just happy with the win. So, you know, all around, we had some good results this episode. I'm quite happy with how it went. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have, please hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and guys, I'll be seeing you later. Peace!